welcome back to the Bottom Shelf Podcast. This is episode 2 of a very special Labor Day podcast. Sans Richard, who's a little under the weather, and is probably better off than us because he didn't have to drink that last thing we drank.
Yes, my friends, we stared Satan in the face.
Yeah, he dodged. He pulled a full-on Neo right there. He
so we're following up with something I have much higher hopes for.
Yes. Now, this is my choice. I don't usually bring a lot of choice to the table. This is my choice, and there is a little bit of a story behind it. I was shopping. I was in the mood for a gin and tonic. I love gin and tonics in the summer, but I was a little bit short on cash, and I just decided, well, I'm just going to price gin, see if there's anything that I can fit in my budget, like, Beefeater or something that I could just kind of, okay, it's not that great, but I could deal with it. And this was actually less expensive, and I didn't have my phone on me, so I couldn't pull up the internet and check reviews, and I just decided, all right, I'm just going to bite the bullet. How bad could it be? Usually when you ask that question, the answer is what our last episode was. Evil. Satanic, actually, if you will. But no, I went home and I made a gin and tonic out of it, and it was actually very enjoyable. And then I looked up reviews for this. This is New Amsterdam Stratosphere Gin. The original is 40 proof. It's a neutral grain spirit, 100% neutral grain spirits, bottled in New Amsterdam Spirits Company, Modesto, California. So this is a Modesto dry gin. Okay. But I enjoyed it. And today I'm sharing it with Carrie. We're going to try it straight. And then we're going to make some GNTs to celebrate the end of summer. And Bob's your uncle.
So we're going to give it a quick shot neat. I know we were just pontificating, and not many people are neat gin drinkers.
Yeah.
If it's a good quality gin, don't mind.
Yeah. Little gin on the rocks. I mean, like Carrie said in the intermission, that gin martinis are pretty darn close. Same as vodka. Sometimes they just wave the vermouth around the glass. So if you're into that, here you go.
And that is really citrus forward.
Compared to what we just smelled with the other stuff, this is just like that poppy scene in The Wizard of Oz. La 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 la. It's lovely. It's very, gin is always botanical, and
the compare and contrast of nosing this and nosing the quote-unquote pickle whiskey is the difference between riding in a Cadillac and being drugged behind a truck.
There you go. There you go.
It's still a surprisingly sweet gin.
Yeah.
It's as citrusy on the taste as it is on the nose. Slight alcohol burn on the back end. It's not a pepper burn, it's an alcohol burn.
It's an alcohol burn. It is cheap. This was, I think, $13.99.
So
at my local place.
At that price point,
well under.
That's a good bottle at that price point.
Yeah, it is. And quite frankly, let's be honest, the labeling on it, even though it's just your typical stick-on stuff, it's well done. It's good fonts and things like that. They put some thought into this.
Comparing this to the first thing that came to mind earlier, which was Aviation.
Yes.
It's sweeter and a little bit more citrusy. I think Aviation's a little bit stronger than Botanicals. Mm-hmm. I'd put this in the same ballpark, and it's probably half the price.
Yep. A lot of reviewers compared this online to Tanqueray. So if you're a Tanqueray fan, as far as quality level, flavor level, not as in the actual flavor profile. But when they said, if I had to choose between this and Tanqueray, I'd probably go with that, just because it's pretty much as good, and it's a lot less. It's very inexpensive. And this is straight. We're going to make a cocktail out of this bad boy.
Yes, we are.
Because
we need it.
Nothing says summer to me like a good gin and tonic. Because I'm a middle-aged balding white dude. And I accept that.
It's in our DNA.
There you go. I have on cargo pants right now. Look at that.
That's just a beautiful sight. I love the sediment of the freshly squeezed limes.
Mm-hmm.
Good quality tonic.
Mm-hmm.
Bright, citrusy.
Come on. You can't tell me that's not a delicious gin and tonic right there. I think because it's so sweet and tonic is known as being bitter, I think it really balances the tonic water pretty well. because it's sweeter than most other gins that you use like this. It's really, it's such a good gin and
You
tonic.
are absolutely right. The only way I could make this better is if I just filled the whole thing full of ice.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I love a lot of ice in my gin and tonics.
So to the guys and gals, don't want to be sexist, at New Amsterdam, you did a good thing.
You made a fine product.
You made a fine product at an excellent price point, and we thank you for this. It's really just this is your friendly thing. If you go to a bar and you want well drink and they got that in the well,
You're good to go.
you're good to go. Give me a G&T with that, and I'm proud of a well drink because I'm a bottom shelfer.
And even though I'm not a martini guy, a little bit of that with a lemon wedge, that in a really cold glass, I think that would be a fine drink.
I think it would.
Butler, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's having the Butlerian jihad over there. Dune reference.
Give me that back.
Yeah,
That is not a chew toy.
A little too nerdy there, wasn't it? I went too much into nerdland, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Anywho,
There you have it.
there you have it. Happy Labor Day. Thanks for joining us, even though this is probably a month after Labor Day. Whatever. Thanks, everybody.